All right, recording on both now.
All right.
Let's make 140.
Five, four, three, two, 1, 0. All engine running.
Well, hello.
Hello, guys. Welcome to a wonderful Fatal Lunch episode.
This is the NPR episode. We're going to speak like this the entire episode.
We got something very special right
And
now.
now you know the rest of the story.
Something very special on my feet right now.
Uh-oh.
We
Welcome
got-
to the show, everybody.
Woo!
We
We
got
got a reveal.
full live, caught straight from the harbor. Slopsters.
Slopster reveal.
Slopsters. As you saw in a previous episode, PJG had his own slopsters, and I was very envious.
So I slopstered the crew up.
Yes, he's got me slopsters now. I obviously wasn't that envious, but I wanted some.
Slopsters. What are we going to do for these first 10 minutes, Willow? Where do you want to go? Where do you
Oh,
wanna
we
go?
got.
You want to hit us with an opening clip?
Let's do some funny clips.
Hit us with a funny clip.
Let's hit us with a good clip. So I called this one Titanic. Wait, where is it? Oh.
I don't remember what I sent in. This could be anything.
They're enamored.
Hey, pause it. Pause it because I'm afraid that that's, old copyright music. Hit us with another clip. I'm going to have to put some other music over that.
I called this one Car. Okay, I gotta talk normally. I called this one Car.
I am absolutely speechless at this setup right now. I mean, I get being a DIYer, but on an avalanche, dude, you just built a whole ass apartment? What the f?
That's pretty common, like in LA, to see stuff like that.
Absolutely.
All right. Ooh, well, today I want to talk about the country of Turkmenistan because I've been reading a bunch about it. It's very interesting. You have some articles about Native American lore. However you guys want to start it.
Okay, we'll start with the Native American lore.
Let's go into
Okay,
it.
so this comes from it's a creation story from the Inuit, who are Native Americans, live in like the northern, kind of the Arctic region of Canada, and they have a pretty metal origin story that I was going to go over. If the fans like it, we can do a whole episode about Native American mythology because it is fascinating. Okay, so this it's called Sedna and Agunta. Okay, let me bring up my article here. Okay. Sedna is just some background info for the peeps, the Fatal Lunch fanatics. We're still coming up with a cool name for our fans. It's a work in progress.
Wait. You gotta blur the can. I accidentally did product placement.
Okay, I'll just... And we're back.
Sedna is the goddess of the sea and marine animals in Inuit religion, also known as the mother of the sea or mistress of the sea. The story of Sedna, which is a creation myth.
Did you send him the wiki so they can see what you're
Yeah, I emailed it to him. Did you get that, super producer?
Oh, the wiki? Okay,
The
let
wiki.
me go.
Oh, you don't need the wiki. Yeah, I'm just reading for some background.
I just want them
information.
to see the totem.
Oh, okay. I did not. If you go to Wikipedia and just type in like Sedna and Agunta,
So you trying to hold me accountable?
describes how the story of Sedna, which is a creation myth, describes how she
What
came
is it
to.
called? Sedna what?
Yeah, Sedna. It's Inuit myth. In the Inuit religion, Inuit. Just type pop in Sedna. It should come right up. Sedna. The story of Sedna, which is a creation myth, describes how she came to rule over Adulavin. I apologize if I butchered that. The Inuit version of the underworld in sculptures. Sedna is often depicted with the head and upper body of a woman and the tail of a marine mammal, similar to a mermaid. Okay, now we'll talk about Agunta. I gotta pop up Agunta real quick. Because Agunta is kind of the antagonist of the story. Agunta. I'm just giving them a little background info before I jump into the story, just so they know a little bit. Agunta, Inuit, religion.
That chick's metal. So that's Sedna.
That's Sedna. She's a babe.
Yeah, if you like them that way.
Okay, let's pop up.
And then look up Agunta real quick.
Where's my boy Agunta?
There it is. I'll tell you how to spell it. You ready? A-N-G. Go up, bro. Let's go down. Go down on your screen. Down, 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 down. Stop right there. A-N-G-A. K-K-U-Q. It's spelled the way you'd think.
Yeah, Agunta. I'm not seeing Agunta on here. Agunta, where'd you go?
I found his section. That's where I learned. I didn't.
Agunta.
Down. I'll show you. Right there.
Okay. Among Canadian Inuit, a spiritual healer is also known as Agunta. The duties of Agunta include helping the community with marine animals kept by Inuit word I can't pronounce. Sea woman in a pit in her house becomes scarce, according to this is not exactly what I want to cover.
I bet you sea animals are extremely important to them. I mean, they don't even have vegetation up there. Right? Am I speaking out of term? Down in the comments, tell me how wrong I am about the Inuit not having vegetation. A quick Google might be able to reveal that information.
Agunta, here we go. Bam, that's what I'm looking for. Okay.
Oh, type this in. A-N-G-U-T-A. I had you type in the wrong thing.
Agunta is the father of the sea goddess Sedna in the Inuit religion. I was hoping to give me a little background information about him.
A-N-G-U-T-A.
His name means man with something to cut. It refers to his mutilating. Oh, I don't want to give that away because it's.
Oh man, look at that god! Wow, look at that. You just see some Inuits pulling up on some Agunta dragsters.
On a street bike. Agunta
That's got to be the wallpaper.
Is a psychopomp ferrying souls from the land of the living to the underworld. The underworld is called Adulavun, Aldivun, where his daughter rules. Those souls must then sleep near him for a year before they go to Kudulavin, which I think is that's like the heaven of the Inuit religion, where they will enjoy eternal bliss. In some versions of the myth, only unworthy souls have to spend time with Agunta in the land of the dead. Okay, that's all I'm going to read. So let's just give our
look at that dude.
That's Krampus. I don't think that doesn't look like I wish Agunta looked like that. It definitely looks like.
That's what came up for Inuit Agunta.
That's definitely Krampus. That's pretty awesome looking though. That's like an evil Odin. Looks pretty sick. Okay, let me jump into the story.
What is this?
That's the Inuit child. Or you can either keep Googling related images or you can pull up that page of the book. It's up to you.
The central Inuit, Okumit, O-Q-O-M-U-I-T, tells the story of the goddess Sedna, whose painful but creative existence reflects the harshness of their own lives and a highly dualistic view of nature. Inuit means the people and is derived from Inua, the word for soul. Inuit are Arctic Native Americans, but technically speaking, not American Indians. Yet their dominant goddess myth is of interest in the context of Native American mythology in general. I bought this book when on my trip in Wyoming. We'll cite it in the in post.
To Wyoming.
Just so I did a trip to Yellowstone last year. It was pretty sweet. That's where I bought this book. It's somewhere in in Cody, Wyoming. They had like a Native American museum there that we checked out. That was awesome. And it's where I bought this book from. We'll put the site in post. Anyways, but here's the story, okay? It's called Sedna and Agunta. At one time, Agunta lived with his daughter Sedna, a beautiful and greatly desired young woman. One spring day, a great seabird, a fulmar, flew over. I don't know if it's an albatross or we'll have to look up what a fulmar is, but
You want to Google Flumar?
flew over and urged her to follow him to his home over the sea. Intrigued, Sedna followed, but when she arrived at the Fulmar's home,
Switch the L and the U.
she was horrified.
Fulmar, not Flumar. I said it wrong. Fulmar, F-U-L.
That's not the page I want.
Yep, looks like a seagull to me.
Okay. She went to the home of the Fulmar. Okay, his foul tent and lack of food. He had a foul tent and lack of food when she showed up to his home. In despair, she called for her father Agunta, and after a year, he did come with the warm winds that break up the ice. He killed the Fulmar. So Agunta killed the Fulmar for kind of taking Sedna to a disgusting home, and put Sedna in his boat for the journey home. So the albatross fooled Sedna, and then Agunta was angry. So Agunta came and murked him. So then they're traveling back home across the sea. The other Fulmars soon found the body of their leader, I'm supposing, of their chief, and mourned greatly, as they still do today with their sad voices, and they grew very, very angry. They searched the sea for the murderer, and when they spied Agunta's boat, they blew up a huge storm. Overtaken, the boat was thrown about by the surging seas, and Agunta, save
the Fulmar made the storm.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they were Democrats sending storms to Florida.
So yeah, the birds are angry because they murked Agunta murked their leader. Okay, so they're kicking up a tempest or a huge sea storm. Agunta, to save himself, threw his daughter Sedna overboard. When in desperation, she reached for the boat. Her father chopped off her fingers. Some of her fingers sank and became whales. Others became fish and various sea creatures. One thing I'll say is that, like, usually gods have a lot of creative potential, and so lots of things could be made from their body parts or their fluids. I'll let the audience use their imagination as to what fluids have the most magical properties. Finally, Sedna herself sank into the depths, and the storm subsided. But she was not dead. She swam up again and climbed into the boat. Of course, she no longer loved her father for betraying her, and when he was asleep, when Agunta was asleep, Agunta didn't know that his daughter was coming after him, that she survived. She ordered her dogs to bite off his hands and feet, which they
Where were these dogs when he was thrown overboard initially?
They were just in the boat,
just chilling.
Yeah, it didn't say that they were on the boat, but they had a big barge. Just to say that, and there was all Sedna's possessions and like her guardian dogs were on there. Of course, she no longer loved her father, and when she was asleep, she ordered her dogs to bite off his hands and feet, which they promptly did. When Agunta woke up and saw what had happened to him, he flew into a rage and cursed everything and everyone, and the earth swallowed him and the dogs and Sedna. Just as Sedna disappeared, she created deer. Now Sedna, her dogs, and her father lived in the underworld in a place called Aduluvin. It's the Inuit underworld that we talked about. Sedna rules. Agunta hobbles about, footless, and when people die, they go to Sedna's house in Aduluvin. The bad ones have to sleep with Agunta, who pinches them with no hands. All right, and that's the end of the story.
Wow.
So if you're a bad Inuit, you have to go to the underworld and you have to sleep with Agunta, and he pinches you with nubs.
That's better than Hellfire.
All right, that's the end of the story. I just thought we do a short one. So yeah, if Fatal Lunch fanatics, if you want to hear more of that, we can do more Native American stories. There was a good Sioux one, but it was more kind of like wholesome. It wasn't grim and metal like this one. So I dug this one. It was more about like a goddess coming to the Sioux and teaching them how to survive and like how to live off the land and like giving them gifts and stuff. And it was more wholesome, and it was a good story. But this one's way more metal and fun.
That is pretty cool. I like how her fingers turned into like whales and stuff.
Yeah. The
Pretty
Egyptians too, like their gods have a lot of like creative potential, and like their body parts can make things. Like I said. All right.
Sorry, are we gonna do some flags today?
So that's all I got for Native American mythology today, gang. We can get flaggy with it. Whatever else you guys want to do.
Actually, that was just out of boredom, weird things come across. Here, pull up my 20 Strange.
Do you find out what a fulmar is?
That's it, right there.
All right.
It's a seagull. It's like a seagull.
Okay, is it an albatross or is it a seagull?
It's a seabird.
Okay. Right.
So, Will, Turkmenistan.
Let's hear about it.
Are you familiar with Turkmenistan, Palette? Actually, first, we're going to play the video. We're going to do a brief history. This will get you kind of, make it full screen. Yeah. By the way, no, let's credit this person. Go back and see who this is.
Let's give a big thank you to Mr. History here.
Is that the name of the channel?
Yeah.
All right. So this is a brief 2-minute history of Turkmenistan.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to... This is Asia, and here's Turkmenistan. Now let's take a look, shall we? Some 70% of the nation in question consists of a single desert, stretching from the Caspian to what the ancients called the Oxus River. The land was inhabited from around 2000 BC by nomadic Iranian tribes. Then our good friend Not Much happened for a long time, until the Persian Empire entered the land and conquered quite a lot of it. Then along came the Greeks, and then after them the Iranian Parthians. Here's a Parthian saying, "Hey guys, what's happening?" And here's a Parthian city in what's now Turkmenistan. The next conquerors were the Sasanian Persians. Looks like the land is destined to be Iranian for... Oh, nope, Arabs. The Arabs invaded in the 7th century and Islam was introduced, which would slowly predominate. And it was under Arab rule that the town of Merv would become one of the great cities of the world. So it looks like the Arabs are here to stay... Nope. Turks. The Turks invaded from the east, and it's not hard to guess where Turkmenistan gets its name, is it? Turks. Here's a traditional Turkmen dwelling, a yurt, and in the 1100s, Merv became the capital of the Turkish Seljuk Empire. Another Turkic state defeated it and ruled until the Mongols invaded and dismantled it in 2 years. In 1221, the Mongols sacked and burnt the great city of Merv and slaughtered its 700,000 citizens, though one Persian historian says over 1 million were killed. The Turkmens were scattered and displaced by the invasion and split into small tribes for centuries and engaged in banditry and slave trading amidst the various states reigning in the region. The Russian Empire invaded in the 19th century.
Allegedly.
Resistance managed to conquer all of Central Asia. During the Russian Revolution, the communists claimed Turkmenistan, and after some years of fighting, they added it to their Soviet Union. The Soviet regime largely did away with the old nomadic lifestyle of the Turkmen. Modernization and improvements in healthcare and education were had. But politically, things were not great. Repression and all that. In 1991, the nation gained independence as Turkmenistan, or as the politically correct would like to call it, Turk-Peopleistan. The corrupt guy in charge in Soviet times stayed in power as a dictator until he died in 2006. Some of the laws he passed included banning dogs in the capital and making a special annual day to honor one of his favorite foods, melons. I'd make a joke, but I think it would be
you need
fruitless.
to leave.
He was succeeded by a less zany but still dictatorial leader who outlawed all colored cars from the capital. Only white ones were allowed. His son took over in 2022. Turkmenistan today, which is officially neutral on the international stage, has a high level of human development but scores low on rankings of human rights and freedom. But what awaits Turkmenistan in the future? Comment below. But for now, bye-bye!
All right, you can close that out. That was a real brief history. So,
it was the Bolsheviks' fault more than Marx, but I mean...
So then go to the 20 facts. So it's still today, allegedly, a totalitarian dictatorship. This guy right here, Saparyat Turkmenbasi, he gained power in 1991, and he created a bunch of crazy rules, like no beards, not allowed to have a beard. And then here, scroll down. Go down a little more. A little more.
Oh, the Hell's Gate thing's cool.
It is pretty cool. Oh, stop. So it's got the Guinness Book of World Record for having the most marble in the capital city. What's weird is nobody's there. Go after this. I'm not going to go too deep. After this, watch videos of Turkmenistan. Downtown is completely empty, but it's like it's got casinos and everything, and nobody does anything. But then scroll down a little more. So that's the guy right there. So that's the first president, quote unquote president, and he wrote a book called Rumana, the Book of the Soul, and let's read about it. So scroll down. Let me read this thing. Stop. So Saparmurat Niyazov was the president of Turkmenistan from 1991 to 2006. The autocratic ruler declared himself president of life and even wrote a book called the Rumana, the Book of Soul. He made the book mandatory to be studied in schools, universities, and government offices. Even the new job applicants in their interviews would be tested on the book. Not only this, local bookstores, government offices had to display it prominently. The locals were ordered to recite the Rumana every day. Scroll down. Let me read number 7.
Sounds like Gaddafi a little bit.
The Rumana in mosques. Nizyaf was also quoted as saying God himself told him that anybody who will read the book will directly enter heaven. Niyazov had ordered the book to be kept in all mosques. If the imam or cleric of the mosque refused to obey his orders, the mosque would be demolished. He even went to the extent of inscribing verses of Rumana and Quran on the largest mosque in Turkmenistan, Turkmenabasi Ruhi Mosque. He was heavily criticized by the Muslim population, but not dared to do so openly. And then there's a statue of it downtown. This guy loved the book. This is the same guy who built Go to the Staircase. This guy was so wacky nuts. It's the Wikipedia. So he had heart problems, and when he survived, he built a 22-mile staircase that he made everybody walk once a year. And he would fly over them in a helicopter to make sure that they'd finish the walk.
How long was it?
22 miles.
Okay.
But basically a marathon.
What if you have gout or
Didn't matter.
Okay.
Didn't matter. It's called the Walk of Health. This guy was a complete nut job. All that to say is, Will, I bought you a copy of the Rumana.
Oh, I'm stoked to read it.
I need you to remember everything because before every episode, you're gonna be quizzed.
Okay.
So we added a dictator's book to our book collection.
Awesome.
So this is the American annotated version, so it's a little bit easier for you to understand. You can see this book is extremely important. I
think Gaddafi did the same thing where he wrote a book and then everyone in Libyan schools had to like memorize it and were quizzed on it. So it's kind of fun that these like patterns of like the megalomania of dictators and the guy in the Middle East and in Asia.
All right, go back to that 20. We'll read some more of these facts, but I'm being dead serious. You need to start every episode by swearing on the Rumana. Oh yeah, he launched. Look at stay right there. In 2005, he launched the book Rumana into space. It's supposed to come back to Earth in the next 150 years. So there's a copy of this book in space right now.
Nice. So
you can be proud that even the Muslims in Turkmenistan wouldn't even stand up to him inscribing this into their mosques. It's a powerful book.
I'm sure they weren't crazy about the no beards or the casinos everywhere.
Yeah, go down. We'll read no beards for young men. One of the many weird rules framed by Niyazov in 2004 was that young men were banned from having beards or long hair. Only men above 70 could keep the beard. The strange thing is that the rule similar to the one in Tajikistan still exists. It was not changed or repealed by, I'm not going to try to read his name. The dude renamed months and weeks after his family members. Uh-huh. He also renamed food and stuff after his family members. Instead of it being called like bread, it'd be called like a Sarah. That'd be like the equivalent. The guy's it's still today a totalitarian government. Uh-huh. When the new guy's son took over, he was only in power for 11 months before the guy was like, you know what? You can be the president, but I'll be the council of whatever. And he's basically the leader again. Uh-huh. It is literally, if there wasn't, so much death and brutality, it is a comical country. Uh-huh. They allow visitors, but only like 10,000 a year or something like that. I've never read this. The pilav, the staple diet. Pilav is the staple diet of the people of Turkmenistan. It is made in compounds of rice with chunks of meat, carrot, and spices, fried in a large pan or a cauldron. It is one of those dishes that you will see everywhere, from family picnics to wedding celebrations.
Doesn't look that bad.
No, it looks kind of good. Dude, look up pictures of, use this window because we're done with this.
Looks like papaya a little bit.
Google images of Turkmenistan, like the city. They ended up finding natural gas that they supply to Russia and China, so they have money. This isn't a third world poor country. Yeah. It's just like...
How do they get their money?
Natural gas.
Oh, okay.
They supply almost anything pretty much to the east of them, they supply with natural gas.
Do the Ruskies give them their natural gas? Or?
They get it from them.
Okay. Wow, Ruskies get it from them. Gotcha.
That statue on the top.
Yeah, dude, it's a super. If you
Listen, I don't like the horrifying amounts of like human rights violations in these like crazy like isolated dictatorships.
Golden statue far left.
But I love how eccentric they are and how like there's these crazy giant monuments everywhere and like weird rules.
This is all downtown. This is the whole city. It's adorned with nothing but white marble and gold everywhere. It's badass looking. It's just completely shut down to nobody can go. I think they take in a certain number of tourists. They do have that hole to hell, which is that if you want
it's like the volcano pit, right?
It's not
or like the sulfur pit.
It's natural gas.
Oh, okay.
Hole to hell, I think it's called Turkmenistan. Yeah, right there, top one. You had it.
I'm on a hole to hell.
And then
Turkmenistan.
Yeah, click the image right up the top. Not that one. That's your butthole.
That's a well. Looks like that looks kind of like a a booty hole.
This was the thing that brought. Why is this Lego character?
Why are there Lego stars? Let's go with it.
But yeah, so apparently this was a blunder of drilling for natural gas, and the thing's supposed to burn for thousands of years. But this was a tourist destination that in 2019 they shut down. So and you're not allowed if you're born in Turkmenistan, you're not allowed to leave.
That's a bummer.
They don't let you leave. Look into it. Right now, it is like the last totalitarian dictatorship on earth, even counting North Korea. Apparently, it's even stricter and crazier than North Korea. And it's just sitting in
you got to get up early in the morning to do that.
Outdo Mr. Jong-un. But so to add to our book collection, we got the Hermana.
Nice. We're gonna have we'll get Gaddafi's book too. We'll have that for I can't remember what Gaddafi's book is called.
We got a couple of good books. We got this one. And this absolute beauty right here.
Jared, the subway guy. Banger.
We could have a curriculum like a weird book dictator like curriculum for a charter school,
Yeah, well I'm building. I'm going to try to get my hands on as many odd books as I can.
Yeah, we're going to build schools around the country and we're going to make kids read these books.
That book was taught in our school as part of the curriculum. You had to learn it.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
We're going to make kids read the Jared the Subway book in first grade.
I'm feeling so inspired. I think we need to hit Will with the clip.
It's got the double-headed eagle on it. Which I think it's like a Russian symbol, right?
Well, they adopted it after the Soviet Union.
Okay.
All right, I named this one. I'm not going to say the name.
Now that looks like a bop. When you can't drink or do drugs, you find other ways to have fun.
Agreed.
I have no idea the context of that clip. It just came across my phone.
It's fun. I like it.
I wonder what they're saying.
Get an AI translator going.
I'm looking for like one white t-shirt. All right, let's see what got any arts? Anything else? Anything happened this week? Anything interesting with you guys?
Oh, weren't we going to talk about the Zodiac Killer?
We can get into that. Doesn't matter. Why is it like? Do you want to get into some of the new findings?
Oh, do you guys want to get flaggy with it, or do you want to do more articles?
We do. What do we got? We got 6 flags today. We got some interesting flags if we want to get into it today.
All right, let's get flaggy, I guess.
How deep are we into the pod, super producer?
How deep? What do you mean?
What time?
Oh, we are at 29 minutes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
By the way, it's so much easier if we don't cuss to edit this podcast.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Besides doing effects and stuff like that, editing out our first couple episodes
were spicy.
Yeah. Look we're not anti-cuss people out there. We do, but it just makes it so much smoother on YouTube.
Yeah. Bro.
What?
Look at the ads it's giving me. There's no way Google's not spying on us.
I was thinking like going forward.
What?
Bro.
Google's totally spying on us.
I was thinking going forward that we should probably edit out like 80-90% of the naughty language.
I edited it all out.
I want some spicy content, especially if we have a good bit. But I think most of that should be edited out.
The only words I'll leave in if it's said quickly like a goddamn it, I'll leave that in, or I'll break it down and I'll blank one of the 2 words.
All right, we're
Ass. I
starting.
leave an ass. Ass isn't like a huge thing. You need to grab a pen? Hey, we'll be back right now with flags.
I gotta open the flag page.
We're going to cut right here. I love you.
Let's cut.
Ass. And we're back. You guys like flags? We love flags. This is our little
Let's get
flag.
flaggy with it.
Getting flaggy with it.
If any of you like with Caramella dancing, go tell me in the comments. Because, yeah.
Gonna have to edit that F word out. I'm just joking with you. All right, first flag of the day. Mexico.
0.
That's rude. You don't like the Mexican flag?
Oh, we were gonna talk about it last time. I think we cut short with the.
I'm just kidding. It's a cool looking flag.
I like it. That's a 30 for me. It's one of the more ornate. No, 28. Because there's a flag on here that I absolutely love.
I'll also give it a 28.
It's a pretty awesome flag. Pretty storied flag. I'm gonna give it. I have to be a little controversial and go a little lower than you guys. It's just the contrarian in me.
It's iconic flag.
So I'm gonna say 27.
I don't think Will has ever agreed with us.
All right. Then we have Micronesia.
27. Listen, if Mexico's
27 is a
taking
good rate.
27 out of 30 is an A. Okay, so if Mexico's taking a test on their flag, they got an A, right?
We do have 133 we can roll out. Remember that. We each got 133. I think 8. Did you already roll out your 33, huh? No. Yeah, we have 133. That's S rank.
Micronesia gets a 3.
It's a 15 for me. That's neutral.
Micronesia. I'm gonna say there's got to be something else in there, man. It's just got like a muted like spring sky blue color that I'm not really crazy about, and 4 stars. There's got to be something else in there that's fun. But so I'm gonna give it a 12.
Like a real small Nesia in there somewhere?
Yeah.
Whatever a Nesia is. Then Moldova. I'm particularly fond of the country of Moldova. I think it's cool.
Moldova, I give that flag a 20.
That flag is so sick. That is a 27 for me.
I'm gonna give it it's a sick flag. I gotta give it a 28.
Probably one of the only countries to benefit besides Russia from being part of the Soviet Union, because they weren't doing so good before Russia took over. And then, if you go to Moldova and talk to some of the babushkas there, they actually miss going to the bread lines every day.
0. Monaco gets a 0.
Are we on Monaco? We moved on. Monaco, low effort. That's a 3.
Dude, every flag I see looks like this, bro.
And by the way, Monaco is a really rich country, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like super wealthy.
It's like we're all the gambling, like the fancy pants casinos are,
Yeah,
like Bond movies and stuff.
Don't you get to like not work if you're born in Monaco? You get like a stipend.
I have no.
They have
idea.
I think they have like a UBI out there. But yeah, is that what I said? 3 too. What do you think?
It's kind of it's a cool country, and I like it how it's in like a bunch of like spy movies. But the flag's is kind of basic, so I'm gonna give it a 13.
Now this flag is one of my favorite flags of all time. Why don't you click on it and make it bigger over there, Mr. Pallet?
Oh, I give that a 30.
Oh, I love the Montenegro flag.
You mean Mongolia?
No, we're not on Mongolia yet. We're on Montenegro.
I got Mongolia. I see
No,
Montenegro.
we're on Mongolia, not Montenegro.
Oh, are we on? Is my list out of order?
You're on.
Oh, I'm just getting ahead of myself because I love that flag. Mongolia is a sick flag. I've never even seen their flag before. Damn, that flag's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the yin yang.
I give it a 30.
It's got the Tao symbol.
I'm gonna give you a
It's got
30.
the Osiris logo.
I'll go with a 32.
Looks like it's got like a giant. What do you call like a giant torch? That's like on a
A giant torch.
I would go giant torch also.
Okay. It's a sick flag. I'm gonna give it a 29. No Buddhist symbol though, but it's got the Taoist symbol.
Is Mongolia notoriously Buddhist?
Have you seen that? You guys
Maybe I'm thinking of Nepal.
No, yeah. Nepal
I may be
for
thinking
sure.
of Nepal.
You guys seen that episode of South Park where the city walk guy has to build a wall in front of South Park?
Oh,
right?
of course.
And it's like the Mongolians.
Damn Mongolians.
Yeah, Mongolians.
Click this next flag. Get a zoom in on
Mr. Kim, right?
it. I can't.
Who's the Chinese store owner or the ones the
Speaking of
She-Walk in
Mongolia.
South Park? I think it's Mr. Kim. I may be wrong, but
Speaking of Mongolia, why don't wait?
Look at that flag. I love that
I
flag.
love throat singing.
Another 30. Oh, he has the holy hand grenade.
Yep.
He does have the holy hand grenade.
So
nice.
that's a 30. That's a 31. Then.
What's in the other claw? Is that
Scepter
okay?
of some sort. Dude, it has such like Templar / like old school iconography on it.
With like the Russian eagle.
Yeah.
But it's got like kind of like UK like
it's hard for me not to drop my
monarchy
33 on it
symbolism.
because I love it so much. It's such a traditional old school flag. So cool.
Give it a 30. I'll give it the perfect score, 32.
33 is the perfect score.
Oh, 33 is the perfect score? I thought 30 was the perfect
No.
score.
We each get to give out 133.
Oh,
Because
got
if
it.
No. 32 is the perfect score. 33 is the extra point.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'm not giving away my 33. I'm going to give it a 32.
I'm going to give it a 29.
The flag is so sick.
It is.
I'm going to get a t-shirt of that flag. If not by next episode. Actually, let me... No.
Oh, there's another cool flag in here, too, that I really dig.
We can... Which one are you looking at?
It's
You don't have to say it. Just point to it on your screen.
It's after Morocco.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to just do the 3 more real quick? We could do 3
Sure.
more. Because I think...
These are all good. Except for Morocco's...
Morocco's
whatever.
Yeah, but make it big. That stark... It's almost like a pentagram.
I was going to say that. You took the thought right out of my brain.
What is this adpocalypse going on?
Bro, stop.
Who does it think we are? Just some Mongolian mom out there cooking up some soup, looking at flags of the world.
Mongolian barbecue.
I'm gonna give that one that's a 29. That one's sick, dude.
Oh, I give it a 15.
What? Wouldn't that be the sickest T-shirt?
It's got to have more like.
Yeah, if you think you're an edgelord.
I am.
It doesn't have enough
bro.
office space flair though. You know, it's got to have more flair on it. The pentagram is kind of cool.
Yeah, but imagine if you've seen a bunch of people carrying that flag over a hill on a horseback.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, we're done. Although I don't know how strong Morocco is. Isn't Morocco from the second Indiana Jones where they're eating all the beetles?
And that's like a theatrical, like Hollywood interpretation,
Yeah, but
slightly racist conception of like India in the 80s.
was it India?
Yeah, they're in India. They don't tell you where, but like remember, like he's fleeing from like the mob boss in China, and who tries to kill Indy. He gets away, and then they jump out of the plane and survive because they have an inflatable raft, and then they end up in like an Indian village, and then they go after like the thuggy death cult or whatever. It's an okay indie movie. I like Raiders and Last Crusade.
Because I thought
better.
What would you rate that Indiana Jones movie?
Temple Doom.
Yeah.
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10. So.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
Okay, so you give the movie a 7.
Yeah.
So.
And then.
All right, so that's your score.
But interesting thing about Temple Doom is like George Lucas was going through a real dark period when he made that movie, because he was going through he was going through a divorce, and that's one of the reasons why like it's that indie movie. It has like a darker vibe.
You just
to it
rated the flag a 7
than the others. I'll give the Morocco flag, and I'm gonna give it a 17. But yeah, and then like Raiders and Last Crusade are like a 10. They're like Raiders could be the greatest action movie ever made.
I haven't seen it in so long. I have to go back and watch it.
It's just the perfect action movie.
This next flag
And then like Last Crusade's like a 9.5
Oh,
or a 10.
definitely.
has a
I mean, it has,
It's so sick, dude.
even it has
Oh my
a
gosh.
hoe, man.
It is
War
it is
land. It's got
amazing.
the
got a
trifecta.
plow, it's got a
War,
AK-47
land, and learning.
It's
Wait, what
like
is
the-
it called?
I want
Mozambique.
that on as a t-shirt.
How have you never heard of Mozambique?
I know what it is, but I haven't.
You giving that a 30? That's not your 33 flag?
Can you give it a 32 is a perfect score, right?
Yeah, and then 33 is the X factor.
It's so sick. I'm gonna give it a 32. Yeah, man, that is an awesome flag.
I give it a 32.
The color scheme's awesome. I love everything.
I
about
bet
it.
you there's even better drawings of it. Like this is like
It's got a book, it's got a plow, and it's got an AK with a Kalashnikov with a bayonet on
What
it,
do you give it, Jay?
and it's got Rasta
that's a
colors.
that's a 30.
Dude, that's a sick flag.
Remember, the winning flag hangs in the background for a few
It's
episodes.
savage. I don't know. I can think of a cool Gen Z colloquialism that I'm not up to date on, but it's
Skibbity.
it's skibbity.
All right, are we done with flags?
We got one more. Remember Myanmar. Cool country.
0. No, 3.
Yeah, that's a. I'll give that like a 13.
I'm gonna go a little higher than that. I'm gonna give it an 18.
It's a cool country.
It is, yeah, I don't know much
Have
about
you- yeah.
Myanmar.
It used to be called Burma.
Myanmar.
Yeah,
Okay.
it used to be called Burma, and actually has the most temples out of any country in the world. There's some crazy history out there, but unfortunately, because of war, civil war, and yada yada yada.
Do you remember the Borobudur, like the crazy Buddhist temple with all like it's like a giant black like obsidian looking
Yeah,
like volcanic Buddhist temple? Is that in Myanmar? I'm sorry,
Chill, what
Myanmar.
do you give it?
I gave it an 18. I don't know what Goose gave it.
I said 14 or 13.
Mozambique is so sick.
It's in Indonesia, the Borobudur,
Okay. Oh, it's in Indonesia. Okay.
which is also it's still a badass place. I'd love to. I want to go to Indonesia, but my only fear now about like Sumatra, Java, Indonesia is just getting swept out to sea by a freaking wave now. After they had that
All right.
2000 whatever tsunamis.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm going to calculate scores now.
Calculate. Do, 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 do. I'm looking nice and red today.
Final
buddy.
Jeopardy.
It's the final Jeopardy. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do.
I gelled my hair today,
All right.
so I don't look so.
You guys ready to hear the winning
and, like,
contestants?
bald.
I need to shave down, dude. I'm looking like ass.
We're
What's
gonna-
up?
All
Yep,
right,
let's go. Roll, baby.
here comes the winning flags of today. We got third place, Mongolia with 89. Second place, Montenegro with 93. And our top winner is whatever that country is called, 94.
Mozambique.
Mozambique. Let's go.
And then our losers, tonight's biggest losers are okay, let me just
Monaco.
Hey, man, we're not. I read the scores here, man.
Okay.
We got Micronesia with 27, third to last place. The third flag we rated, Moldova, was. Oh wait, that's 75. What the fuck am I thinking? Oh no, it's.
Edit out that F bomb.
Okay, I'm being an idiot. Sorry. So Morocco with 32 is third to last. Micronesia with 27 is second to last place. And tonight's biggest loser is Monaco with 16.
You gotta,
Can I give a shout out to my Mormon math teacher in middle school?
yeah.
Okay.
Shout him out.
So he said like he told we're using bad words and he was getting mad at us. So he's like, listen guys, don't say bad words. You could say puppy cakes, or you could say tough rocks, or you could say oh shucks. So we could maybe use some of those instead of the hard F.
Yeah, not like. You see, with the power of editing, you heard none of that.
All right, you just heard a string of puppy cakes or tough rocks.
Yeah, I'm gonna edit my voice. Puppy cake, tough rock.
All right.
You know what I just realized? Go to our react. Oh, what do you got something?
Shout out to my math teacher from middle school. I don't know if he's I can't say his name, but he taught me algebra.
What are we working on?
I was
now?
I really struggled in that class. I got in a fight too. I got beat up in that class. So that's another story for another day.
I was gonna say I realized on the reaction.
I got punched in the face. I should say that.
Good job.
I put the kid in the headlock and then he punched me in the face, but we won't go into the details of it.
Good. I was gonna say on the reaction shot, I'm in the wrong place, but no, it's good. The reaction shot from episodes before, I was on the bottom right of the screen and Will's on the bottom left. So every time I went to talk to you, I'm looking away from you in the old ones. But I just realized we fixed that issue. So,
All right. I think we should watch a clip.
clip it up, buddy.
I called this one Bell.
I feel like something bad's gonna happen. Oh.
Why? I just saw this clip and went like, why? What's the point?
Is he doing this? Is he trying to do like a vertical sit up
I don't know.
and bashing
I don't know.
getting CTE at the same time?
Let's see. What else? Got another one? I
I
don't know.
named this one Save Me.
Now, is he really far off the ground or not that far off the ground? I can't figure this out. The perspective is weird.
Yeah.
Because the trees in the background don't look that far. And that river doesn't look like a big river. It looks like a little trickle. You see what I'm saying? So I think it's perspective illusion. I don't think he's that high off the ground. Go back and pause it somewhere in the middle so we can kind of get a better perspective.
He has flip flops on too. I don't know how many people rock climb in flip flops. So
I think he's like 6 feet off the ground.
Could be.
Because look at the little water running behind him. If he was that high off the ground, that would be a raging river for it to be that wide. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So I think they're sneaks. I think they're little sneaky doodles. I don't think they're actually that high
Where
off
do we
the
think
ground.
this is?
This could be one of 3 places in my head. That scarf looks like Saudi Arabia, the one he's dangling because they wear that scarf. Could also be Pakistan. Could be Kashmir. I don't think it's India because they definitely look Muslim.
Got the Middle East, the Muslim pajamas on.
Yeah. So I don't know, but we get that GeoGuessr guy.
Listen to how hard this song goes.
Should we have like Fatal Lunch pajama, like Muslim pajamas on our like merch website?
We should be able to do it. What does this remind you of? Palette.
What? What do you
The
mean?
song.
Oh, is the music?
Oh,
is it copyrighted?
7-Eleven.
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 That dude was blasting. We went into 7-Eleven one night to get like slurp, whatever,
Yeah.
like late night Slurpees or whatever, and the Indian dude was blasting the hardest gangster rap, but from India, and it sounded like this.
Was he blasting through the speakers outside or just in the store?
In his store on the
Okay.
giant Bluetooth, and we were trying not to laugh.
That's
it was
funny.
just we were laughing at. It was just so absurd and so. Then I didn't know they had gangster rap in India.
Oh, somebody that I know with and live with listens to it.
Are you giving him the Illuminati signal?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's your rival. I should say that.
I don't know if it's Illuminati symbol. It's supposed to be like the power symbol. I don't know. You do like this. I saw it on the internet and then I didn't even look into it.
Yeah, this is this.
There's a picture of Elon
That's
of Elon doing it.
It just depends on your level in the Illuminati. So this is recruit. That's like you're in a long time. You're like a master. This is a prospect. This is a prospect of the Illuminati. If you see people do this symbol, that means you're trying to get in. There's a bunch of different gestures. And by the way, I'm not making this up. I've gone on a deep dive about celebrities in the Illuminati.
And I'm pretty sure this is vagina.
Yeah, but it's also another power symbol.
That's also an egg.
Watch. Okay, sidebar. Google Illuminati hand gestures.
Yeah, we'll look into that for maybe next week's episode.
No, get it right now. Let's get it. We got the Google up. Let's ADD the rest of this episode away. I'm down.
I got some articles on it. If you guys are, we can ADD it out, or we can go to ADD Airlines, or we can do a couple articles, whatever you guys want to do.
I'm fading. For some reason I ate freaking so much. I didn't even I ate half of a skillet from Denny's this morning, and that put me halfway into a coma.
Yeah, you're going into a carb coma.
Yeah, I'm cutting down on all that crap, and yeah. So there's I was telling you, look at all the hand gestures. So there's the one of the over the eye. Yeah, those are the.
What was the whole stink like a year ago or 2 years ago about like this being like a racist symbol or something, or like a white supremacy symbol?
Apparently, it was a dog whistle. It was like it meant like KKK.
Oh,
it was a dog whistle. It wasn't true.
That's dumb.
It's actually how you say asshole in sign language.
I could do this with this hand, but I can't with this hand.
Well, do you guys have crazy hitchhiker thumb like I do? My thumb basically goes sideways. This is my Illuminati signal though.
I have 90-degree thumb.
Yeah, mine. Look at this. Look at this thing. This thing practically goes sideways.
Yeah, same with mine. Look at that.
See that? Well, look at it. Look at it in its glory.
Oh, you got like the double jointed.
I used to joke with people like But yeah, let's read some of these symbols.
I'll gross people out. Go like
Sign of the times, dude. Look at that article. But go to just pictures of celebrities. Put like celebrity Illuminati symbols. So right in front of hand gestures, just type celebrity in front of Illuminati.
See, there's a Donnie T. Sizzle's making that symbol too. So the Pope's doing it. The Pope's doing like the metal horns.
That's another Illuminati symbol. Allegedly.
What the hell is that? Little Drake? I thought I saw Drake.
Drake's probably in the Illuminati.
Where did he go? I thought I saw. Oh, there's Drake. There's Drake.
Yeah, so that's like the recruit or whatever. Like if you're trying to like be in the Illuminati, you show that symbol.
Yeah, but Drake.
My My girl Emma's in the Illuminati, or she's recruiting, trying to become a recruit.
That's old. That's before she's probably in it. Now look at if you type in a celebrity's name and Illuminati, they're gonna have all these pictures up there. Personally, I'm gonna break some people's hearts out there. Cover your ears. I don't believe it. I think that these are just popular gestures that were popular at the time and blah blah blah. I don't.
It's fun to look into though.
No, I'm my balls have been dipped so deep into this stuff. I know way more than I should because I find it interesting. If there really is secret societies, guess what? People like me and you and most of the people watching this would never hear of them. That's why it's called a secret society. But yeah, keep looking up at some of these gestures.
Well, maybe it's like the whole ninja thing. Like, you know, there's probably a bunch of secret societies. The Illuminati's just the least. It's just the worst at being secret.
Yeah, there really was. Well, here's the crazy thing. There really was an Illuminati. There was. It was started in 1740, but supposedly.
Are these the Masons, or am I
no,
getting ahead of myself here?
Masons merged with the Illuminati. The Masons are older. The Illuminati was sort of a high society of people who'd get together. Yeah, type in Illuminati.
You know what we need to come up with? A Habsburg intellectual Illuminati symbol, or maybe not Illuminati, but like what will be our Habsburg symbol, like trying to pop our jaw out or something, or have like a, I don't know.
I know what you're getting at.
You guys want to go? I have a Masonic lodge by my house. You guys want to go check it out sometime?
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, the Habsburgs were like
I'm down to check it out.
The facial deformities of Spanish aristocrats, because they'd been inbreeding for centuries, and so we have a big inside joke on the show about that.
So the Masons are older than the Illuminati.
I've been like looking at this lodge for years now, and I was like, I always wanted to go in there.
It's just it's a protractor and a straight edge. What's so spooky about it?
Well, they're stonecutters.
Oh,
that's why supposedly they've been around since the building of the pyramids, hence stonecutters.
Bro, you know what's weird? People get Masonics and Elks mixed up too much. Elks is just like a hangout for old people, because I went in there and like a bunch of Christian crap in there.
Yeah, I used to deliver food to a couple of different Elks lodges and stuff like that. It's just old white dudes getting drunk.
Exactly, dude. There's like, I don't think it's that culty there.
But yeah, look up the history. If you want real quick, you can do a quick history of the Illuminati.
What about the Black Bear Diner? Is there anything, is that associated with Illuminati, or is it just a breakfast place, lunch place?
No. They got a basement. There's kids.
Are we gonna Pizzagate the Black Bear Diner right now?
Listen, once I get all my facts correct, I'll start QAnon releasing it.
If I have to go somewhere else to get my cornbread, I'm gonna be real disappointed, because they're connected with
why
a
is
primal
the
source of
Illuminati
evil
on the dollar?
The Illuminati's not on the dollar. What people are connecting symbols on the dollar to the Illuminati. If you want to look at the dollar bill, I'll show you the symbols and why they think. If you want real quick, but before we do that, basically, the Illuminati is a Bavarian Enlightenment movement, and it was started in 1776. But that dude who started it, he moved to America, and I think George Washington imprisoned him for like espionage or something to that effect of, and supposedly it stopped there. It wasn't until the late 20th century, maybe around the 2000s, people learned about this and believed that they were still around.
Wait.
G. Washington, what was up?
You don't know what Anonymous is?
Dude, this looks badass.
You've never heard of Anonymous? Have they really gotten that small?
I don't know what they are, no.
They were an internet group. Nobody knows who these people are, but they've leaked information about politicians. They've leaked information. They kind of got big around the Arab Spring.
Ooh, look at this group here. Look at this little group.
Are they trying to fill in the gap?
That's another one trying to be anonymous.
Are they trying to fill in the gap for WikiLeaks?
Well, the things Julian Assange might have been in anonymous.
Look at these spooky Halloween costumes.
All right, come on. Don't get this video demonetized.
I'm super glad he got out.
Stop. This is all blurred. You're not seeing any of this. Get out of here. Right now in this political climate, that'll get us freaking demonetized.
I'm sorry. I just saw an old white dude, and I thought it was cool.
I'm stoked that Julian got out of Belmarsh. I'm super happy about that.
So click on dollar bill.
Oh, yeah.
Dollar bill symbols.
Right here?
No, I was going to explain. Or we can watch a short video, but I'll show you what they're talking about. Which, by the way, I'll tell you why this is all bull. So click an image. Why people think the dollar bill. So click that one right there, the pyramid. Perfect. That one right there. Perfect. So that's a 13-stepped pyramid made out of stone. Pyramid is a sign of accomplishment and power. It's not finished because it's supposed to symbolize us building together as a nation. Does that make sense? We're not done building. The United States isn't done. We're working together. Yeah. The eye up top, the quote-unquote all-seeing eye, the Illuminati eye, that's actually a symbol of strength. It was kind of lifted from the Egyptians, the Eye of Ra. The Roman numerals where it says Reader Digest, move your mouse out of the way. Those Roman numerals are 1776. That's all that is. Which, are you guys familiar with why 1776 is important to the United States?
Yeah.
So, and then Annuit Septis or Coeptis or whatever, basically just is like build together. You know, it's nothing spooky there. And also,
where's the E Pueblos Union?
E Pluribus Unum, I think that's on coins, right?
Okay.
Is this for the army right here?
It could be. There's actually a lot of symbolism there too, like the 13, colonies on the shield. The arrows have a specific number.
The stripes represent the original 13 colonies.
Yeah, the olive branch means peace. The arrows mean war.
Yeah, the
That
clutch of arrows. Yeah, it just means that we're united whether we're in war or
peace or war.
In peace.
But the thing is, everybody who says that these are Illuminati symbols, this dollar bill design wasn't made until like the 30s or something like that. It was way after when Illuminati was in the United States. There's like a hidden owl. There's a Moloch on a Molech.
Where's
so
the
go
owl?
to hidden owl dollar bill. Tell me if you think that this is. Are you familiar with the owl producer palette? Why it's so powerful? Because it's go two to the right, right there. One to the left. No, one to the left. Right there. It's right above the $1. There's a little teeny owl peeking out. See how crazy these conspiracy people will stretch? You got a dollar on you?
No, I don't.
I used those last dollars in that machine.
Is it
didn't
on
we?
a 20?
No, it won't be on 20. This is all on the one. There's probably some quote unquote spookums on the $20 bill, but so that's the Molech, because
that's Drew Jacks on the 20.
Wait, what's the hidden thing on the 20?
I said, do you have a 20 on you?
Yeah.
I can show you one real quick. Watch. Check this out.
Oh, no. You're going to do some like bibbity bobbity boo. Your 20 is gone.
No. So here. See the back of the 20?
I need that.
Your friends do that to you, super producer? The bibbity bobbity boop, your 20's gone?
Yes, they're friends.
Okay, get new friends. That's awful.
No, they give it back.
Okay.
So you see the back is the White House or whatever it is on the back?
Yeah, it's White House.
Apparently, let's see if I can do this right. It predicted 9/11. You see that the White House turned into 2 towers on fire?
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap.
So it's 2 towers on fire. Apparently that it predicted 9/11 if you fold it that way.
I think some people had too much time on their hands after 9/11.
They're not able to see it, but yeah, you can probably do that.
We can zoom in.
Or just Google it. I think it's all coincidence.
It's all coincidence.
And a lot of the design is to stop counterfeiting, obviously.
Yeah.
So
only our government should be able to counterfeit money, right?
I genuinely don't believe the Illuminati is real. But skull and crossbones in those society, those are real.
Yeah.
Rich people are conspiring. The Bilderberg group, those people, they get together once a month to do that World Economic Forum. Have you seen those guys?
What about this one?
Well, very wealthy and powerful individuals and billionaires hang out and try to figure out how they can solidify power and wealth and
that's where the owl
and protect themselves
right
from
there's
losing
the owl.
those things.
That's the owl. That's Molech.
That's the Molech owl, yeah.
Yeah, that's the owl that's supposedly on the dollar bill. They do fake sacrifices under that's real. There's video of people sneaking into Bohemian.
Yeah, there's a video of Alex Jones doing it in
I think it's rich people cosplaying.
in the late 90s.
Yeah,
I kind of want to sneak into Bohemian Grove.
Go for it. If it's not federal land, this is not advice. I probably shouldn't even say what I'm about to say, but it's not federal land. As long as you don't bring something illegal with you, you're going to get a trespass ticket at best. That's all I'm going to say about Bohemian Grove.
Supposedly Reagan was there, the Bushes were there.
Yeah.
I think Clint Eastwood went there. A number
you can look up
influential people.
The list is public. Yeah. You can look up who goes there. That's a real thing.
I think it's just like it's just a frat bro hangout for
bored rich people rubbing elbows.
Rich old bored, white dudes. And lizard oligarchs.
Well, yeah, they run it.
Where is it?
Right, go down to the Wikipedia.
Yeah,
Right
Nixon.
there. List of Bohemian Club members down.
Rumsfeld,
down.
Kissinger.
Right there.
Rumsfeld and Kissinger. Well, there's some real winners.
Oh God.
Those terrible human beings.
So that's a list of members. These are all just rich ass people, and if you haven't heard their name, that's because they're extremely rich.
Why
Those
wasn't
are all founding members.
Paul Rubin invited? You know, that would have been fun. I would have invited Paul Rubin.
Just I'm in front of Molech.
I'm looking for my bike.
Pee-wee goes to Bohemian Grove.
No way. George Herbert Walker Bush.
Give me back my bike, Francis.
Whoa, they're like sacrificing him on a stone. That's the name of this episode. Pee-wee goes to Bohemian Grove.
That guy's a familiar little face.
Oh yeah. Barbara Bush is right there next to him.
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe. George Cameron.
I think these people are deceased. That's
No,
why
if it's
I
red, I
thought
don't think it's deceased. I think they just don't have a Wikipedia page about him.
that guy looks cool.
He's a painter.
It's the 63rd United States Secretary. Damn, a lot of United States people.
It's all United States people.
What state is it in?
It's right here. It's right by San Francisco. You can go to Google Maps.
Dude,
Did our bo-
what are we doing?
Did our boy Epstein go to Bohemian Grove?
Of course. When he wasn't on the island doing completely legal things that people who buy islands do. Epstein did not slip and slide.
I was gonna. I think we ran out of time a couple times in our show, but I was gonna read an article about how they're trying to turn Epstein Island into like a resort town. There's some like fuddy-duddy like billionaire bought it, and he's trying to turn it into a resort town.
I love that name, Charles Templeton Crocker.
One of my favorite skateboarders is named Ed Templeton. So you're looking at these are all rich people.
Dude, we should go visit Bohemian Grove.
Go to type in Google Maps right there on the top. Just go to the top bar, Google Maps. Type in Bohemian Grove. It's right there. Don't do directions though, because I don't want people to see where I live. There
We
it is.
edited it out.
You go to there's a way to actually look at the terrain. Yeah, there you go. That's Bohemian Grove.
Doesn't look that culty.
Just a campground, essentially. It was a campground that basically
For rich people.
Now, this could be highly edited by Google. You know what I mean?
Where's the owl?
Zoom out. Some say you can see it. It'll be down, go up.
Wait, why? What's with the color shift here?
Different day, different time of day, or different day that they took the picture, maybe. Bohemian Grove. Look, go down. Scroll down. No, not like that. Down. See where it says Bohemian Grove Sacrificios? The owl's supposedly like right there.
Oh, that's a nice lake. Let's go fishing there.
We were just fishing.
Well, that's why billionaires go there and bro out.
Just hang out. Yeah. So in those woods, apparently you can see the owl somewhere in those woods. People have scoured this for hours and hours.
They just backlash the out of their bait casters.
Just run up and backlash them.
I want to catch a largemouth bass at Bohemian Grove.
This looks interesting.
It's just where rich people cuck their wives and get drunk. This obsession with being rich, it doesn't make any sense to me because think about all the rich people who've ever lived.
Oh, it's in Northern California.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's not too far from us. We could get there in a day.
What's this lake here? This looks cool.
Lake Tahoe, one of the biggest lakes in California.
Wait, it's in Arizona also?
No, that's Nevada.
That's Nevada.
Oh, yeah, duh. I'm a dumbass.
Scroll in. Let me show you
It's
a
not,
better
it's not
lake.
too far from Reno.
Go down. Now scroll down. Go south. Go south. No, south. You're going north. You're going
You're
west.
going west.
Now you're going
Oh,
east.
yeah,
Go
yeah.
south.
Now you're going south.
That little lake right there to your right.
This
Not that one. Yeah, scroll in. If you, I'm not. You know what? Don't even say the name. I'm just saying I've heard some rumors about some 5+ pounders up that way. You're not technically allowed to fish it.
Isn't that the one they get you with a helicopter in?
No, they might hear, but this is all blurred out and beeped out. And then there's one more lake. Look at that big one up there to the top. Oh no, there it is. The one with the island in the middle. Down. That's Mono Lake. There are no fish in that lake, but because it's dead, acidic. Click click coyote, or no, look to, yeah, right there, scenic area, or right there. Click it and see the image. Now click the images.
I drove by it a couple times on my Reno routes when I was
look at that.
Yeah,
that's
so
that's
had
so
my CDL.
badass.
that's all buildup of salt and sulfur.
So it's not swimmable.
No, you'll get burns. But there are caves you can explore around the whole area. I want to take a trip up there with
so
you.
badass.
It's got cool scenery.
Yeah, there's like dead birds covered in salt.
I mean, this is my last summer, so
you
want
to go? We'll
Yeah.
go. We'll go. I'll take the time off. When's your break?
It's
See, look at that.
somewhere in May. It starts.
We'll go to Mono, and from Mono, we'll go to Convict and do some trout fishing.
Nice.
It's not far from like
There's this
Bishop
lake.
and Mammoth.
Yeah, that's what I
it's
mean.
on the way.
There's this lake that's pretty far, but I wanna go there. It is on the border of Utah and AZ. It's right here. It's right
Bunch of
here.
cool
Look
stuff in
at it.
Utah also.
You want to go to Powell?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lake Powell's beautiful.
Have you been? You've never been?
No, I've never been to it.
Dude, we got to take a Fatal Boys trip to the Colorado River. Rent a pontoon
I've been
boat.
to the Colorado River, just not Powell.
There's a sunken B-52 in one of those lakes.
Damn, holy crap, it's big.
Yeah, Grand Canyon, my man. That's why they call it the Grand
Or
Canyon.
what's that lake on the border of us?
Powell's more like in
Havasu,
Utah. It's not
Havasu.
the Grand Canyon, but it's
part of it.
It has imagery like the Great Canyon.
Oh,
The Grand Canyon. Sorry.
how's Havasu with fishing?
Carp.
There's supposed to be like striped bass there too.
There are.
Um,
So you can get some. Actually, you can get some pretty big stripers.
me
down
and my
there.
old man went to a place called Willow Beach. It's pretty close. It's close to Lake Havasu, but I mean it's not exactly. There I think it might be like an hour away or like half an hour away from like Lake Havasu. There's supposed to be giant striped bass there. I mean, my old man and his friend used to go fishing there for
There it is.
like 30-40 pound striped bass there back in the day.
I went to
They're
this
really
lake.
really hard to catch, but like
Notoriously.
yeah.
Oh yeah, where did
But
you show them the lake you went to? This is where you caught that giant pike.
Yeah, this is the lake I went to. It's,
This is where you got that. It was like had to be like a 4-pound pike, right?
oh yeah, definitely.
You saw a picture of it, right?
Yeah, it was sizable.
Look at how big this lake is. It goes all the way to like here. It's a big ass lake.
All right, we've like completely derailed. Do we want to do articles or what else we got on the
What's our
agenda?
time?
I think that's where I bought it. 1 hour and 11 minutes.
Do you want to close it out with one article you got?
Sure.
While I take my medicine real
Sure. Okay. You guys tell me what you want to hear, all right?
Go, pull up the arts he has loaded. Sephora? Yeah, I'll hear about Sephora. You could probably close out.
You guys,
a bunch of
okay, so I
things.
got.
Yeah, we'll take here. We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
World War I hand grenade mistaken for potato found in Chinese chips factory.
So you guys want to do that? Do you want to do Chinese aquarium sparks controversy with life-size robotic whale shark?
22,000 kilograms of cheese stolen at major scam London milled.
Yeah. Or we got this one. They found like a burial, like a condemned like burial pit in like Germany with a bunch of bones in it.
Just
I
keep.
kind of like the grenade one.
Yeah, the grenade one's cool. Keep these articles queued. If we read this one, close it out, but keep them queued, and the next week we're ready to roll.
All right, for sure. I thought this someone stole 20,000 pounds of cheese. And
I kinda wanna read that
I thought
one.
that was
Yeah,
great.
let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm
Let's
like,
do that.
That's
one.
like something that you put the Muppets on to solve, you know?
Well, cheese is extremely valuable.
Oh yeah, especially if it's like, what's one of the more expensive cheeses?
Parmesan.
Okay.
I mean,
I like a Parmesan or Reggiana. I have a real one downstairs that's like $10 a slice.
What about a nice smoked like Gouda?
No,
Or,
Gouda-
Look at these heinous crimes.
Parmesan is pound for pound the most expensive cheese. It's so expensive. Italy has it locked away, and they use it as a sort of a gold reserve.
These crimes
that
are
crazy?
so heinous. First of all, a gorilla, now cheese. Come on.
Well, I mean, big deal. I can go to Walmart and the cheese is locked away, you know, and everything in the store.
Dude,
I
I'm still
can't buy bleach; it's locked away. You know.
I'm still mentally disturbed from seeing that somebody would steal a gorilla statue.
Oh, did they solve that? Yeah, they did. They returned it, right? Because a drone. Oh, we should
Dude,
do an update on that.
Is that one of the ones we actually filmed? Is that one of our real episodes? I loved that story.
That was a great story. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think what happened, a neighbor was flying his drone, and he noticed that like someone had a giant gorilla statue in their backyard. I think this might have been in Canada. I can't remember. May not have been Canada. It might have been Australia. I don't remember. But he
It
turned
was Australia, I think.
Yeah, he turned the footage over to like the cops, and the cops traced it to like a stolen gorilla statue from like 6 months ago or something. And so they busted the dude and they returned the gorilla statue. But it was a great story. Yeah, I
remember that.
can't remember what episode we did it on, but we could do if there's any information we could do like a Robert Stack update on it.
That was such
We'll
a
get one
bad
more.
crime.
Update.
We'll get one more rip.
So you guys gonna do stolen cheese or you do the World War I hand grenade? Okay.
And we're back. We're going to finish it with this article, hit it with some AI music, and we'll see you guys next week. But I'm doing an outro when we're not outroing yet. But hey, trying to get the energy back up.
Hey,
again.
guys, remember, listen to Caramel Dancing.
And visit Bohemian Grove is not advice I would give to you. Wink, wink.
Can we walk around the border of Bohemian Grove and like skate and like not
I'm
get in
sure.
trouble? That'd be
Like
fun.
I said,
That'd be fun, right?
It's public. But I don't suggest anybody doing anything from advice from a podcast online, including ours.
Yeah.
Definitely don't take a food processor, put about 6 sheets of aluminum foil in there, ground it down to a powder, then mix it with I'm not going to finish that.
Are you doing anarchy cookbook stuff right now? You guys get us like
Actually,
get us a content strike.
Then don't mix that with. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to beep the last half of that. I'll probably beep most of that. Although I don't think it's illegal, I probably shouldn't give away the recipe.
Is this the Kaczynski a cookbook?
No, I was just curious. I want to make one day, and so I went down a rabbit hole. It's easy. It's just that's all it is.
I want to make fulminated mercury or mercury fulminate.
No, not near my house.
I want to
It's
learn how to use
nasty
a yo-yo.
We'll do a Will Learns Yo-Yo.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Check this article out, folks.
So the World War I hand grenade, we're gonna do that next week, but we're gonna close out with the Great Cheese Caper. And I love the story because it's like something the Muppets would solve, you know. And that's why I love the story. Okay, so this is from NDTV World. I don't know what that stands for. We could put a little clip. This article is from Nikhil Pandey. I apologize if I butchered his name. So 22,000 kilograms of cheese was stolen in a major scam at a London manufacturer. Dun, dun, dun. So it's the crime of the century.
Ooh, luxury cheddar. So it's good stuff.
Some people say that like what was the Goodfellas crime? Like the famous mob crime from Goodfellas. Do you remember?
Casino related, right?
No, they stole a bunch of money. I can't remember like what they
I'm
did
gonna
though.
get
But
murdered in the comments.
It's like it's a famous mob crime, and Goodfellas is based off of it. Anyways, this tops that. Okay, so thieves conned Neil's Yard Dairy in London out of 22 tons of luxury cheddar, posing as wholesale distributors for a prominent French retailer. Breaks my heart.
Cut to wide while you figure that out.
Okay.
I'm talking to Aiden. All right, talking to Pallet.
In a complex fraud, robbers pretending to be wholesale distributors for well-known French...
Just refresh the page.
Wait, guys.
All right, hold on. Before the dairy company discovered the scam, the scammers were able to steal more than 950 wheels of cheddar. You just imagine like a bunch of dudes loading up like giant like wheels of cheddar on like a box truck with like with dollies at like 3 o'clock in the morning. You know,
and you're just not gonna ask questions. You're gonna, yeah.
Before the dairy company discovered the scam, the scammers were able to steal more than... Oh, no, sorry. I read that already. Neil's Yard Dairy agreed to compensate the small-scale producer Halfwood Westcombe and Pitchfork for their goods in spite of the substantial financial damage, taking the brunt of the cheese theft. We'll have to look up and see how much money and cheese was stolen. The Metropolitan Police said in a statement on Monday...
$750,000.
For $750,000?
No, $750,000 is this. That's the apparently the.
Oh, they say the bottom. Okay. On Monday,
It's Jamie Oliver.
On Monday, the 21st of October, October 21st. Sorry, they say the date first instead of the month for European articles.
Where are we at?
We received a report of the theft of a large quantity of cheese from a manufacturer based in Southwark. Inquiries are ongoing into the circumstances. Police told the Metro that no arrests have been made in connection with the alleged theft. Celebrity chef and restaurateur Jamie Oliver also posted about the theft on his Instagram page, writing, "In a shocking turn of events, Neil's Yard Dairy has fallen victim to a brazen heist of epic proportions. A staggering 22 tons of premium cheddar worth 300,000 pounds, over 3 CRORE, I can't pronounce that word, have vanished, leaving the cheese world reeling. I'm reeling from this. I'm
Click that.
I'm
Let's see if we
upset.
can see here.
I'm upset.
Hello, you gorgeous, lovely people. Now, you're going to think I'm joking, but I'm not. There has been a great cheese robbery. Some
more,
of
Jamie.
the best cheddar cheese in the world has been stolen.
Good cheddar is so
22
good.
tons worth has been stolen from some, I don't know, robbers that basically pretended to be a French supermarket and basically done Neal's Yard Dairy over. For context, the most widely made cheese on the planet is cheddar. We don't have DOP status because we're stupid. And unlike Champagne, where the people of Champagne benefit from the sales of Champagne and it stays in that little mini economy, there's only a small handful of real cheddar cheesemakers in the world. And these are some of the cheeses, or most of them, that have got nicked. So real shame. Neal's Yard are honouring paying the small cheesemakers, which is amazing and typical of their generosity. But this will slow Neal's Yard being able to support all of their cheesemakers over the next 5 years. I would imagine it's going to take time to pay that lump of cash back, £300,000 worth. So if anyone hears anything about posh cheese going for cheap, it's probably some wrong-uns. So if anyone hears anything about lorry loads of very posh cheese, I mean, I don't know what they're going to do with it, really. I mean, are they going to, like, unpeel it with the cloth and then cut the skins off and grate it and get rid of it in the fast food industry, in the commercial industry? I don't know. I mean, it seems like a really weird thing to nick. 22 tons worth of the best cheese in the world
much cheese
has gone missing. So for all the newspapers and journalists out
It's
there,
going to
come on,
Dubai.
get behind this, support our guys. It's the great cheese robbery. Come on.
You know what? Go to view profile. Let's make the official Fatal Lunch official. Follow it. I want him to be like.
We want updates.
Yeah. Also, but in my opinion, Jamie Oliver is the GOAT celebrity chef. I've watched you. Okay, there is one above all, and we all know who he is.
Yeah.
Bobby Flay.
No,
I'm gonna have to guess Joe Bastonich.
no, Anthony Bourdain, but
Andrew Zimmerman.
below Anthony Bourdain, Jamie Oliver, close second. I loved his
Yeah,
content.
Anthony Bourdain's no longer in the world of the living.
Yeah,
though.
but Jamie Oliver, I think people have forgotten about how much of a badass he is. You can be like, oh, Guy Fieri and all that. Yeah, they're cool, whatever, fine. But Jamie Oliver's fucking rocks, dude.
Yeah, but we're forgetting one guy.
Last paragraph here.
Most entertaining chef.
All right, go back to the article. Yeah, an idiot sandwich. It's raw. Slamming the salmon.
Thieves posing as wholesale supplier to a French retailer duped Neal's Yard Dairy London warehouse staff. The precious cargo of valuable artisanal cheddar was sent out in good faith, only to disappear without a trace. He further wrote. End of article.
Have you had real cheddar, like legit?
No. Oh no. I've had the Tillamook cheddar. That's bomb. That's really good.
Look, it's good, but it's not English cheddar. I can take if you guys look. I'm a big cheese guy.
Is it sharp? Was it sharp cheddar? Was it medium or mild cheddar?
That's not what makes it a cheddar. It's made in cheddar, and it's made a specific way. Like he said, they don't have DLP status. What that means is that status means that type of food that has that name can only be produced that way in that area. A la bourbon, champagne. You know, those things, like if you get bourbon is whiskey, but it's made in Bourbon, Kentucky. Do you see what I'm saying? Champagne is only made in Champagne, France. Tequila is only made in Tequila, Mexico.
Unique American whiskey too, bourbon.
Bourbon, yeah, but that's why it's its own thing.
Yeah.
So they gave it the status of if I were to take the same ingredients but make it in like West Virginia, I couldn't call it bourbon. It wouldn't be bourbon. Like Jack Daniel's is a Kentucky whiskey. It's not a bourbon. Same with champagne. So some cheeses like Manchego has to be made in Spain. And so they didn't do that with cheddar, so anybody can call their cheese cheddar.
What? There's no Portugal? There's no Portuguese Manchego?
No.
Oh.
No, I don't know if Portuguese does cheese, and if they did, it's probably not very good. Although port wine is good. I do like port wine. But,
Anyways, yeah.
hopefully they get that cheese back.
We need.
I'm going to take you.
I want to know the truth.
Well, I have a cheesemonger. I can take you in a
I'm down.
pallet. They don't do samples anymore because of COVID, and it's in a very liberal side of town, so I don't think samples ever come back. but I'll buy us a couple blocks of cheese. I got a palate turned on to some good cheeses. I'll get you just a great brie, a blue. Do you mess with any of the blue cheese stuff?
I like brie. Brie's good. I like most cheese. Gouda, brie, the blue, the little baby bells. I mean, I love cheese.
Okay, there's some.
I have a layman's understanding and appreciation of it, but I do love cheese.
I'm about to blow your mind, like how good cheese can actually be. Like we get good. You know, you go to any Vaughn's on any given day, you'll get Dublin or cheddar. It's good. You'll get a Presidente double cream brie. It's good. It's really good. Better than cheese in America was probably 30 years ago. But there's some cheeses that you can only get specific places. Oh man, I'm thinking about. I love cheese. I love it. I'll take you. We'll get some real cheese. Some good stuff.
Yeah. Anyways, this sounds great. We should totally do this. Fatal Lunch peeps. If you're on the other side of the drink and you see your neighbors
with some posh cheese,
grilling an abnormal amount of grilled cheeses, call Scotland Yards. We can get the bottom of this great cheese caper, right? Unless it hasn't, it's been shipped to Dubai already.
Yeah, my guess is it's going to a couple markets, some real ritzy markets. You know what I mean? It's already been bought and sold. It's gone. You're gonna see it. And if I had to guess, I would say China. I whispered that for a reason.
China.
I whispered. Did you see that?
Is there gonna be a sexy action movie about the great cheese caper? With it's gonna George Clooney's gonna be in it, and like how they carted off all this cheese.
Lactose 11.
Yeah.
Lactotions 11. Okay, what style of music you guys want?
I think that's all I got today, fellas.
Bluegrass.
I'm going bluegrass again.
No, let's do house.
House music?
Yeah.
I like it. All right, I'll start off with some lyrics.
Let's recap what we talked about.
We got cheese. We got
Cheese
Bohemian Grove.
Got Bohemian Grove. Okay.
What? Oh, did we leave any clips on the table?
Yeah.
Throw it. Let's watch all the remaining clips.
Oh, super producer. There was no. Okay. I think we need an Ann Monkey, super producer. Thank you. Much better.
All right.
Do we have a red 40? Did we hit one yet?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't think so.
Yeah, we did at the beginning.
Okay. My
Let's
goldfish.
make Wet 40.
All right.
My goldfish memory.
This is the last clip. It's called Penis.
Oh, this guy's impressive.
Is he gonna pound the whole jug of water?
Yeah. He's about to cause an electrolyte imbalance that this world has never seen. This guy's about to die of water intoxication.
He is ripping that water. I don't know if a horse can drink water that fast. Good Lord.
Me, after I wake up on a night of drinking. Impressive.
It's impressive.
So our clips, name our clips. We're refresh so we can mention those clips.
All right. We had Car, Titanic. I'm not going to say the name of this one. Bell, Save Me, and Penis.
Okay. All right, I'll start it off. So, all right, from here on out, only one person can talk at a time. You ready?
Okay.
It's a beautiful morning. I'm going behind the store to just get a slice of cheese from oh my God, my 220,000 pounds of cheese have been stolen.
Yo, I'm spooning with a gunta in the underworld. It's unreal. Cheese is flying off the 5-finger discounts on the cheese. It's the bee's knees. Fatal Lunch podcast. Listen to, please.
I gotta clean up some spelling. Hold on here, palette. I'm dangling off a cliff. I can't tell if it's really high or not that high, but Jamie Oliver is gonna make an Instagram video about it.
Monkeys on a world tour. First stop is Turkmenistan. Do you even understand? All right, that's all I got.
Chilling in my slobsters while heading to Bohemian Grove.
Listen, subscribe, and hit that like button. We love you.
We love everybody. Come back next week. We'll have more content for you.
Monkey.
Oh,
and
monkey.
monkey.
Oh, let me hold on. And monkey. All right, let me create.
Fatal Lunch out.
All right, we're going to do it like we always do. We're going to play the first one. We're going to react to the song together, and then after the song is over, we're going to stop, and we're going to play the second song as we fade out, and then we'll end it with the traditional song, and I love you.
Micro Machines.
Comment, click, subscribe. You know what? This is the first time I'm going to ask you guys this. Share the podcast. Just share it with people you love and like, because we love and like you.
You should
We're building an army. We're building a Fatal Lunch Army, folks. We need your help.
You guys should
The
recite.
grassroots movement.
You guys should recite the Micro Machines at full speed.
Hold on, let me get.
Already did.
We should do what?
You guys should recite the Micro Machines ad full speed.
Micro Machines. I'm trying to remember what the ad was.
Wait, before you play that song.
This is the Micro Machine Man presenting the most midget miniature motorcade of Micro Machines. Each one has dramatic details, terrific trim, precision paint jobs, plus incredible Micro Machine pocket playsets. There's a police station, fire station, restaurant, service station, and more. Perfect pocket portables to take any place. And there are many miniature playsets to play with, and each one comes with its own special edition Micro Machine vehicle and fun, fantastic features that miraculously move. Raise the boat lift at the airport marina, man the gun turret at the army base, clean your car at the car wash, raise the toll bridge. And these playsets fit together to form a Micro Machine world. Micro Machine pocket playsets, so tremendously tiny, so perfectly precise, so dazzlingly detailed, you'll want to pocket them all. Micro Machines and Micro Machine pocket playsets sold separately from Galoob. The smaller they are, the better they are.
Guess what we're opening up next episode with? Leave that up. Don't close that window. I'm learning it, and I'm opening next episode with that.
All right.
That's a promise. I'll learn it. All right, let's play this. I love you. This song is called Cheese Thief.
Come back next week, everybody.
Same place, same time.
Episodes drop
Monday at 9 a.m.
It's Fatal Lunch Podcast. Listen to please. That's why it's called Caramel Dance, and I'm dangling off a cliff. I can't tell if it's really high or not that high, but Jamie Oliver's gonna make an Instagram video about it. Monkeys on a world tour. Tour first stop, Turkmenistan. Do you even understand? I thought I'd chillin' in my lobster while headed to Bohemian Grove. Listen, subscribe and hit that button. We love you, love everybody, and monkey.
song rips, man.
I'm thinking about putting together all the songs and doing a playlist of it for the fans.
Yeah, that's what I call Fatal Lunch, like 90s, or that's what I call Fatal Lunch, like top 20.
A beautiful morning, I'm going behind the store, just get a slice of cheese from oh my god, my 220,000 pounds of cheese has been stolen. Yo, I'm sporting with a getter in the underworld, it's unreal cheese, fly up the 5-finger discount on the cheese, it's the Bee's Knees Fatal Lunch Podcast. Listen to please, that's why it's called Caramel Dance, and I'm dangling off a cliff. I can't tell if it's really high or not that high, but Jamie Oliver is gonna make an Instagram video about it, monkeys.
I accidentally hit next, but there's 15 seconds left. So, all right, we're going to fade out. Like, subscribe, share. Fatal Lunch Podcast. We out.
The beautiful morning, I'm going behind the store, just get a slice of cheese from oh my god, my 220,000 pounds of cheese has been stolen. Yo, I'm spooning with a getter in the underworld, it's unreal cheese, fly off the 5-finger discount on the cheese, it's the Bee's Knees Fatal Lunch Podcast. Listen to please, that's why it's called Caramel